Well, hello, good afternoon everybody, welcome back. Jiu-Jitsu 2000 here today. I'm back. I hope you're doing fantastic out there. In this video today we have another offering I'm very excited to announce to you guys. This is from Brinyte. This is model PT16A. This is a tactical flashlight. Now right here it says brighten your night, create your passion. And this one has 3000 lumens of maximum output. Now the cool thing about this model of light is they come in 4 different versions of this model. So you can get the standard version, you can get the outdoor version which comes with the finger ring, you can get the tactical version which comes with a pressure switch, or you can get the upgraded tactical version which comes with the finger ring and the pressure switch. So the one that we're going to be looking at today is the outdoor version. I'm very excited to show this to you guys. I want to say thank you to Brinyte for sending this light out for review. Here is a look at 2 QR codes. The one on the right is for the YouTube and the one on the left is for Facebook, so please feel free to pause your screen and go to those websites. And then of course down below there is some contact information for Brinyte Technology. And without further ado, let's go ahead and slide this package open and take a look at this fantastic flashlight. So we'll set the flashlight aside for just a second. We're going to obviously get to that, and let's take a deeper dive into this packaging. So at the very bottom of the package we can see some information. There's like a small, almost like a catalog if you will. So it's a product catalog of 2024. So some of the offerings that you could find from Brinyte. So very cool. Right here there is the model T40 right there. The HL28, that's the Artemis hunting headlamp. T28 Artemis hunting flashlight, which I did a review on and it was fantastic. There's also the Artemis hunting flashlight, and then of course we have the PT16A, which is what we're going to be looking at today. You have the PT16 standard and the XP22 Scorpion weapon light, and then right there it's just the front saying that that is the catalog. Now right here we have the value added card. Feel free to pause if you want to read any of that. And then right here there is another QR code in case there's anybody out there that wants to check that out. The next thing that we see is the user manual for this light, and it's pretty straightforward. Product description, product features. There is a specification chart of the specs of this light, battery function, product picture, and then on the back there is the cycle chart, the orientation instruction, operation instructions, power level indicator, maintenance. All of this stuff that we're seeing right now we will be talking about in this video. So the next thing that you see right here is 2 replacement tail cap switch O-rings. Very nice that they include that. We do have a holster that's included with this light. It looks like it has like Velcro to hold it together. And take a look at this. This is definitely worthy of looking at. This is a nice looking holster. It does have a Velcro enclosure. It does have a little pocket here on the side that would fit something about the size of my finger. So maybe if you have a small, maybe AA powered flashlight or AAA powered, you could probably slide that down there, one on each side. And it does have a plastic hook that can swivel to whatever swivel direction you want. It does have a large hole in the bottom, so you can use the hole in the top to turn the flashlight on and see light without taking the light out of the holster. So very nice holster that they include with this light. We're going to just stuff the flashlight down in there. The holster goes over the light like this, and you have access to the tactical switches here on the tail cap switch of the light. And again, you have an open access so you can use this while in the holster. Very well protected. Easy holster. I like that. It comes with this and it looks like it's made of quality. It's a thick holster. they definitely did a good job on this, in my opinion. The next thing that we see is the tactical ring, and once again, this only comes with the outdoor version or the upgraded tactical version. So what you would do here is you would take off the tail cap switch, take off this piece right here, and then slide that on. Now it does have a small key in it, so you want to make sure that you're keying the key towards the pocket clip. Okay, you don't need any wrenches or anything like that to do this. It just literally slides on and off. So it's very, very simple. The next thing that we're finding here is a lanyard. Very nice little lanyard for the light. It does say Brinyte on the lanyard, and it's a nice little lanyard. We also have a charging cable. So we have USB-A to USB-C, so we can charge this puppy up. Now there is a charging port on the side of the flashlight here, and I gotta admit, Brinyte did a wonderful job. This little rubber pad that covers the charging port does a good job. So when you plug in that USB-C to charge the battery, you're going to see it turn red when it's charging and green when charging is complete. Now in the event that you see anything orange while you're trying to charge this light, that's telling you that you have a charge fail. You have two switches. You have this one that's direct access to turbo, and you have this one that's direct access to strobe. And then you also have the side switch that will let you cycle through the modes. Now before we fire this light up, let's take the tail cap switch off and take a look at the build quality. There you can see a nice spring there, nice quality build. And you want to take out the insulation film. The flashlight will not work with that film in. So we're going to take that out, and while we're in here, we're going to take a look at this 5,000 milliamp hour standard 21700 cell. This is not a proprietary battery, so big thumbs up to all the companies out there that use non-proprietary batteries in their flashlights. I like that. And also looking down inside the battery tube, you can see that there's another spring down inside, so the battery is floating between two springs. If you look at the lens of the light, you can see three little dots. These are zirconium inserts that allow you the ability to break glass with those inserts. This is a glass lens, and this light has a lot of functionality to it. Now the working voltage of this light is anywhere from 2.8 volts all the way up to 6 volts. What's cool about that is in an emergency situation, for some reason something happens to your main battery, you can use dual CR123s in this flashlight, again, in an emergency situation. They won't fit tight in there, they'll kind of be a little loose, but the flashlight will function with those dual CR123s. Now it will reduce the amount of run times and stuff like that, and the brightness levels, but it will work. Now if you want to take this thumb ring off, you just wiggle this thing off. It comes over that O-ring, and you can see the keyed out portion right there. We would take this tactical ring and slide it over that O-ring and make sure that this cutout corresponds to the pocket clip. So it's very easy to convert this over to the tactical finger ring setup. Now to insert the battery, we're going to put the positive towards the head of the flashlight. And now we will thread on the tail cap switch. Thread it down nice and tight. And now from here we have a tactical option where we can access turbo and then strobe right here. And we have a finger ring, which makes it a self-defense item. We can hit here, we can hit this for glass, we can punch things, and we have a nice little thing here if we ended up in a self-defense situation. So operating the light is extremely simple. We're going to start with the side switch. We'll just single press and the light will turn on. And then if we want to cycle through modes, we'll just single press that side switch again. So you can see we are looking at low right now. This is 5 lumens, and this will last 300 hours. That's 12.5 days of runtime. If we want to go to the next setting, we'll just push the side switch again. We're looking at medium now, 120 lumens. This will last for 20 hours. Push it again, we'll get to high. This is 900 lumens. for 3.83 hours. And then from here, if we want to access turbo, it's just another single press. You can see the light jumps up to 3,000 lumens, and then from here it'll last 1 minute before step down to prevent the overheating of the LED, and then after step down it goes down to 600 lumens and it'll stay there for an additional 2.25 hours of runtime. Now this light does have a strobe, and it also has a hidden SOS function. Double press for strobe. So from here we're looking at the strobe. It's very disorienting. It's a nice strobe. Again, from here, double press. We're going to go to the SOS mode. This is 300 lumens. It does not specify what the runtime is. Single press will turn the light back to low. And then, of course, we can cycle. There's medium. There's high. There's turbo. And when you're on turbo, you get 458 meters of throw. That is 418 yards of distance. That's crazy. 52,500 on the Candela. Single press turns the light back down to low, and then if you want a long press, the light will turn off. So this light is extremely easy to operate. If we want to talk about the dimensions of the light, it's 6.26 inches long, or 159 millimeters. If you want to talk about the battery tube dimensions, that is 1.06 in diameter, or 27 millimeters, and the head diameter of the light, 1.53 inches, or 39 millimeters. This light weighs 152 grams, or 5.36 ounces, and that's without the battery. Now, if you want to lock this light out from off, you can triple press, and it has to be fast, and you'll see a green flash. So let's triple press. You see that acknowledgement flash? Now when we push, you see the little green flash that I was talking about, telling us that we're in lockout mode. Now if we want to use the telcap switches for turbo or strobe, it still works even if you're in lockout mode. So the main switch right here, let's take a look. We're still locked out, but it takes us directly to turbo, and that can also be used momentary or constant. The same applies, at least for momentary, for the strobe button. So I'm going to go ahead and push. So strobe warning. You cannot lock that on unless you're using the side switch. And again, if we try to push the side switch, we're still locked out. But it gives us that ability to still operate the light in a tactical sense, even in lockout. Now to unlock it, we're going to triple press. Got to be really fast with it. Now you see the two acknowledgement flashes. Now the light is unlocked. And now when we turn the light on, let's take a look at this. This is the power level indicator. You can see green, that's telling us that our battery is between 70 and 100%. Now this power level indicator will stay illuminated for 5 seconds and then it goes out. If you see orange, it's telling us that our battery is between 30 and 70%. If you see red, we're between 10 and 30%, and if you see it flashing red, we are below 10% of our battery life. So long press turns the light off. Okay, we have a bucket of water. Let's go ahead and turn the light on, and I'm happy to see it on a low setting. We're going to go ahead and dunk it into the water, and while it's in the water, we're going to cycle through the modes and test the IPX8 waterproof rating. So if we single press, we're going to bump up to medium. There's high. There's turbo. Now double press for that strobe. And it looks like the strobe works good. That's very disorienting. And let's enter the hidden SOS by doing another double press. So there you can see we have entered the SOS mode. And then a single press will take the light back to turbo. And then we can continue to cycle through the modes. There's low, medium, high, and turbo. So as you can see, the light clearly passed the IPX8 waterproof testing with flying colors. Let's test the telcap switches just to make sure. There's turbo and there's strobe. Works like a champ. It did a good job here. And here we are, we're on the lowest setting. This is 5 lumens, and on this setting it will last 12.5 days. That's a lot of light out of the lowest setting, and 12.5 days runtime is fantastic. Now we'll bump it up to medium. This is 120 lumens, and on this setting it'll last 20 hours. I like this setting, and I think this setting is going to work very well. This is high. This is 900 lumens. Lots of light here, and on this setting it'll last 3.83 hours of runtime. Another single press brings us back to turbo. This is 3000 lumens for 1 minute. Then it'll step down to 600 lumens for 2.25 hours. Now from here we can double press and we will get to a strobe. So strobe warning. This is 1600 lumens of strobe, extremely disorienting, and it does not specify the run times. And if I double press again from here, we will get an SOS. So let's take a look at that. This is the SOS. This is 300 lumens. It does not specify the runtime. This is a nice setting if you're having some problems and you need to get some attention for emergency help. This is a good setting for that. If you single press from here, it turns the light back to a high setting. Then you can continue through the low, medium, high, and turbo. So fantastic. Hopefully you enjoyed those night shots. This is a nice light, and I love the beam pattern. Nice tight hot spot, lots of spill into a floody beam. Well folks, my final thoughts on this Brinyte PT16A flashlight. I think it's fantastic. It is very bright, as you could see in those night shots. I love that it comes with all these accessories. I love that it comes in 4 different options: standard, outdoor, tactical, or your upgraded tactical. This is a quality built flashlight. It has a glass lens. The thing is bright. I love the finger ring. I love the quick access to turbo or strobe, and I like the side switch options. So folks, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you're interested in this Brinyte PT16A, I'll put a link in the description box down below. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have a beautiful day. We'll see you on the next one. Bye for now, everybody.